Good rising, brethren. This is Big Judah, coming to you guys from California. Before I begin, give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who is wisdom? Who is the Holy Spirit? Acknowledge Yahushai. I pray that the Most High blesses this lesson this evening, gives more knowledge and understanding of the events of the past, in order to understand the events that are currently happening on the earth, so we get a much better understanding of the things that are soon to come on the earth. Brethren, I want to share some information here with you. I was listening to a little bit of music, The House of Pain, and jump around from when old college days and things like that. And Most High kind of put it on my spirit to show me a couple things. You know, they've been substituting these white Irish for the Most High's chosen people. We really got a much deeper understanding of that from the sister gave us and shared the book with us in October with the Black Celts. And now we're going to couple this in with the season that the Gentiles are in right now. See, this is their holiday or holiday season that they just finished up, you know, celebrating their white Jesus' birthday, and then celebrating their new year in the dead of winter. They act as if that turning that page, you know, now constitutes a brand new year and hopeful beginnings. And we know that's exactly what's not going to happen. But what was funny was my wife was like, hey, you know, it's kind of weird about the that St. Patrick's Day is when. And I was like, you know what? It's really close to our New Year. And we were like thinking, I'm just kind of going like, okay, hold on. They've been putting stuff in our faces this whole time and we haven't picked it up. This year, St. Patrick's Day falls on March 17th, which is very close to the New Year, the real New Year. Now, these guys have put it in our faces that, oh, that's St. Patrick's Day, you know, that's the Irish's, you know, whatever holiday, knowing damn well that was representing us. See, they got their Jesus for their New Year. They set up the St. Patrick's Day right around the time of the real New Year, knowing that the Irish was really talking about the Black Celts, the ancient African civilization in Ireland and Britain. And we know it's not African, okay? But we know that's the Hebrew civilization, because we were the one that was given the information about knowing the times of the year, the seasons, the New Year. So they just put, you know, St. Patrick's Day right around our time, our New Year. But at the end, the Most High would open up our eyes to letting everyone know that this is the real New Year, and this was a New Year established with His people. This is the true beginning of the New Year, established with the Most High's chosen people. And we were to follow the calendar, follow, you know, the seasons and times, equinoxes and solstices. That's why our buildings were set up, you know, according to these times of the year. So right here, you know, okay, Indo-European tribes first reached Britain and Ireland between 800 BC and 500 BC. What tribes inhabited Britain and Ireland before these European tribes arrived? Okay, a study of folklore, craniology, blood groups, language, Irish and Welsh, and archaeology indicates the arrival of Africans during the Neolithic, Bronze, and Iron Ages. Just doesn't you know that it was populated by so-called black people. And they were the ones that had already set up, you know, had already had this holiday set up by the events in the sky. And that's why the buildings were already set up that way. So when you're thinking about, Celts or St. Patrick's Day, they got you blinded in thinking about the Irish, the white population that took over and anglicized our books and our history and took it as their own. But we know the truth, that this was actually talking about the Most High's chosen people. And if you really look at this guy's face, you kind of tell more so that he's one of us. Now, the House of Pain, they've taken these monikers, for themselves and these names and stuff like that. Our tribes, the 12 tribes, is the true House of Pain for the rest of the world. Our rise here at the end is going to bring pain to the rest of the world. So just because, the Most High makes them hide it, but eventually only in such a way that at the end, the Most High is going to open up the eyes to his people to be able to put, through the Holy Spirit, put these things together. So St. Patrick's Day is really our day, representing our new year. And it's the day of the true Black Celts. We were the ones that was given the understanding of when the true new year is, the movements of the stars and what they represent. We were given this information, originally through Enoch, and it's been passed down to our posterity all the way till today. And now the Holy Spirit is restoring that information, restoring that understanding. So that's what they have their what is it, Santa, Saint Nick, and everything else to represent their unholy days and their fake New Year. And now we know that this day, this information here is ours. It's the Black Celts information. They've just whited it out like they've done everything else. But we know that this information and understanding is for the Most High's chosen people. And now that we're coming to the end, said the true House of Pain, the sons and daughters of the Most High, are being raised up, and it's already becoming, a very painful time for the other nations, and it's only going to get worse. This is what was written in the scriptures. Most High changing, our people from being, the Most High's chosen people from being fishers or fishers of men to hunters. And like I said, so that's why this is a whole House of Pain, the Fighting Irish. You got to think about that now. Now you understand what they're really talking about when you talk about the Fighting Irish, the Fighting Hebrews, the fighting people of the Most High. Hence why they had to destroy, the Most High's chosen people. Destroy the families, destroy the men, show them as being weak, show them as being dumb and insolent, show them how to kill each other. So we didn't get this way, like I said, on our own. I mean, we had a lot of help, but ultimately that was, the curses of the Most High. Now you look at the other nations and they're doing exactly the same thing. Now they're beginning to fight with each other. Most High is turning them against one another. So like I said, these are amazing times that we're living in. And something like I said, just this here alone is huge. Because the holiday around our New Year, like I said, now we understand the connection between the Irish St. Patrick's Day and the real Black Celts. Because the real Black Celts are being represented because we are right there at the beginning of the new year, the real beginning of the new year. And that's the holiday. Out of all holidays, that's where they set that one up at. So they know exactly what's up. They know exactly what's going on with Ireland, the Black Celts. They had to go ahead and take that information and apply it to themselves. Now the Most High is pulling that away from him as well, because, like I said, they aren't the Irish. They're not the Fighting Irish. Okay, they just took on our history, and then they whited it out, and now they made a holiday right around our New Year and try to make it seem like it was something to do with them. But really, like I said, it's just pretty much showing you that they know that the true information and the true understanding about the New Year's, the ley lines, you know, healing, I mean, in connection with the earth, all that came from us. And they took it for a while during the time that we were going through our captivity, but now the Most High is giving it back. All praise is to the Most High, Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who is wisdom? Who is the Holy Spirit? Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.